Hi everyone. Let us have a small brief on this the seed tracking and tracing system of Uganda. And this is basically implemented by the Integrated Seed Sector Development Project of in Uganda with Wageningen University and Research with technical assistance. And technically this is owned by the MIFE of Uganda and the National Seed Certification Service of Uganda. So basically, I would say that this is the current seed system flow in the Ugandan seed system. So it's very simple, the breeder seeds to foundation seeds. And then you have two different kinds of quality seeds that are being used by the farmers. One is the QDS, the quality declared seeds, and the other is the certified seeds, which are normally produced by the seed companies. The local seed businesses or the small groups of cooperatives type, they are normally producing the quality declared seed, which is another kind of seed which are normally grown in Uganda. So basically, introducing this tracking and tracing, we better go to the little bit of the definitions of what tracking and tracing is. So basically, tracking is to track the details of the seed movement from the breeder seed to the certified seed or the quality declared seed stage. Basically, this gives an information about where the seeds have reached after the production. So basically, it is a kind of a logistics tracking. So this is a tracking that when we are downstream tracking the seeds basically. And tracing is actually the back tracing of seeds up to the seed source. Normally, this is used for seed law enforcement, complaints, and others. So that if you have a certain code or a number or any kind of an identifier of the seed packets that have been sold, we can trace it back to the breeder seed or the organizations that have already grown it. So based on that, the project had introduced and worked on this seed tracking and tracing system, and which is basically consists of a mobile app and a web platform. So basically the mobile application is there so that easily you can fill in the data and you can track, trace, and you can have many functions through the mobile app so that it is very mobile. And the web platform is basically for the admin functions as well as for approval functions. There are so many approvals that has to be done by the policymakers, the seed certification agencies. So together with it, through a central cloud database, we have this seed tracking and tracing system. So going to the next step, so basically we need to see what this mobile app consists of. So technically there are separate logins because every user will have different kind of permissions. They will have different kinds of functions. The administrator, the commissioner, so that the seed commissioner, the seed inspector, the seed growers, the seed merchants, the QDS producer, that is the local seed businesses, the farmer, the lab technician. So everyone will have a separate kind of a login, or I would call it they are separate user groups depending on their function. So that's what we have here. You can see that this, when you are opening the app, you can see that these are the different kinds of sections that are there. So going to the next part, this mobile application has 4 sections. You can see here. So it is having the seed order, the seed stock, the quality assurance, the registration, and basically depending on the user, these sections will vary because not everyone has to do something on quality assurance and not everyone has to enter the seed stock. So regarding the seed orders, this section with it we can do ordering of seeds, sending of seed quotations, and seeing that how many quotations we have received. We can finalize quotations, view and respond to all the seed demand that is there in the market. The seed stock section is there to maintain the stocks. We can add, update, and maintain the stocks, whatever seeds that we are having. This is normally for the local seed businesses and the regular seed growers. And the registration. So through this, the seed growers can apply for registration for being as a QDS producer or a seed grower or a seed merchant. You can send your applications for registration directly through this application. And finally, the quality assurance. Through the quality assurance, we can submit the planting returns, enter the field inspection data, and also submit the QDS declarations. And basically the web platform is more of a back-end system. So it is kind of an administration tool. It has a dashboard, it manages registrations, it has quality assurance, stock, web admin. So for admin users, we have the web administration. We can add users and we can have all sorts of administrative functions. Okay, so next comes, we have the approvals by the commissioner or the policymakers, and all these approvals also are happening in this web platform. And there are also email notifications and web notifications. So through these notifications, the commissioner or any person can see that what are the jobs that are being pending, what are the approvals that are already being pending. So basically, so this section, it has the dashboard, which you can see the stocks, the demand forecast, the supply forecast. You have the registration section to make the registrations, that is the approvals for the growers. You can also check and manage the quotations, order, delivery and demand through the seed orders section. And you can also approve the planting returns, schedule field inspections, assign inspectors, enter lab data and request seed levels through this quality assurance section. And going to the next part. So next part is the seed stocks. So the seed stock section, we can edit, update or enter the seed stock. We can, the notification section, they have an inbox that alerts the users for any kind of pending items, like the approvals or any kind of assignments we have to do, like the commissioner needs to assign the field inspectors, the field inspectors need to assign. So all these things are happening through this tab. And then also the user profiles can be handled through the user profile tab, pictures, passwords, and basically there is also an admin section. It is very elaborate for the admins. So you can add, update crops, varieties, users, permission. Actually, these are not visible for the non-admin users. So so that you don't have to be really careful about this. And finally, this section, if you have any kind of batch number or any kind of inventory codes, you can directly track. So this is the tracking and tracing system that we have. And with this, you can track the seeds and trace the seeds from the place of origin or the place of production. So basically that was it. This was a brief presentation. You can contact our experts for more detailed information. And this is a very short video to let you know that exactly what this system is. Yeah, thank you. Hey, so I promised a small demo of the seed tracing and tracking application. So just have a look. So this is the app. I'm opening it up and it shows the National Seed Tracking and Tracing, and it has already logged into my account. But I'll show you that there are many login accounts. So first of all, I will show you by logging into as an admin. So once I'm logging in as an admin, I'll have these options. So you can see seed order, seed stock, seed quality assurance, registration and all. So in seed order, you can request a quotation. You can have my quotation request, seed demand, that is a marketplace. You can see your quotation. You can directly order. You can request a quotation like this. You can fill in which crops, which date you need, and you can, by clicking this, the request will be sent to the marketplace. Next thing is my quotation request. What are the quotation that I have already sent? So I have accepted these two quotations just to show you that to this test seed company, I have quoted a cost of around 7,000 Ugandan shillings, and the status is still pending. That means the person has not yet accepted the quotation. It is still under pending. So if the person accepts the quotation, this will be as accepted, and this quotation will be converted into an order. So that's how the whole thing works. You can have the seed demand is all the demand that is there in the market, all the seeds So this is a marketplace actually. So what are the demands people have sent in their quotation requests, and if I as a seed company, if I think that if any of these quotations, if any of these crops and varieties I am already selling, I can respond to this quotation. So these are the quotations that this is not yet populated. That's why it's empty. The more quotations I accept, these will be listed here. And these are the orders. So right now I have not accepted anything, so the quotation needs to be converted into an order. So there are no orders right now. So this is how the seed ordering system here it works. And the seed stock, of course, is from the admin side. It is right now I have no stocks because this is an admin login, and I can enter any variety, any crop, how much stock I am having. So I can control that from here. Registration, of course, the admin will have more, because there will be many QDS producers, seed merchants, and these seed growers who will be sending in their registration, so that I as an admin has to approve. And also as an admin, I can also do it on behalf of any of these QDS producers or seed merchants or the seed growers. So I'll show you how. Once I click that, let me show you if it is for a seed grower registration. The seed growers registration, so these forms are exactly as it is in the Ugandan government formats. So this has been adapted directly from the format. So there is nothing, no information extra has been requested. So just I can see I have how many years of experience. I have 7 years. And the crop that I am applying for, the license for which crop I am applying for, maybe it's maize, and I can select the variety right now because I will be growing that, and number of hectares. So maybe I have 1 hectare, and the source seed I am taking from the ministry seed farms. And there is a declaration that you have to see that you have been seed grower, enter the grower number. So if I have been a seed grower, I will enter that number, otherwise I'll just keep it blank. So maybe I have a number. So last 3 croppings, so what are the crops that you have grown in that plot for which you're applying for the licensing? What are the crops earlier you had? So maybe I have to write that I had potato, I have sesame, and maybe I had rice. Yeah. Do you have adequate isolation? Yes, of course I'll have adequate isolation and adequate level. These are the declarations I have to give. Are you aware that only seed that meets the minimum standards shall be accepted as certified seeds? Of course, yes, you have to say that, because otherwise the government has all the rights to reject your seed lot. And now I can register the seed grower. So this will be synced. It has been registered successfully, and now someone from the admin has to open that application in the laptop and has to approve it. And there is quality assurance. You can have the QDS crop declaration. Again, this form you have to fill up the declaration for getting a license. Submit the planting returns that I have talked about. So you have to, whatever seeds the stock seeds that you are purchasing to grow certified seeds, we have to submit a planting returns that yes, I have received these amount of seeds and I planted these seeds on so and so date. Because using this information, the seed certification agency will be scheduling the field inspection. So based on the date planted, you can see here this date planted. Based on this date, they will be scheduling the field inspections. Okay. So then routine field inspections. Actually, this is an admin. Basically, this is an admin. That's why I am able to see that. But actually, this should be visible. This is visible to the seed inspector. So the seed inspector can directly enter all because now there is no. So the seed inspector, once it has been scheduled, if the commissioner is scheduling a field inspection to a certain seed inspector, once he or she clicks it, you can see this is empty right now. It will be the lot number and the plot number will be here, and based on that all the data I will be entering here. So all the data will be automatically synced into as per this this grower application, this application number. Right now, since this is an admin, it's not there, but actually the seed inspector or the field inspection or the field quality assurance people will be able to see that. Yeah, so that's all we have under the admin section. I will just log out and have a short look at the farmer section. The farmer section will be very small technically. So the farmer can just order. It will have the same thing, request a quotation. We'll see your own my quotation requests. You can see it that these are the my quotation requests. Then we have the seed demand, that is the marketplace. Okay, so this is the seed demand, so that is the marketplace, and you have the quotations and you have the orders. So that's all you can have. And registration, the person you are not, it's shows that you cannot have the right, so but still it's there. And then the quality assurance also we cannot do. So for a farmer, the farmer can only order and maintain the stocks. That's it. That's all the farmer can do. While there will be a thing called the seed inspector. Again, for the seed inspector, the quality assurance will be of quality assurance will be a primary importance, because right now it is showing that you don't have it's not yet actually the permissions. Actually we are still giving the permissions to this account. So once it will be assigned to a certain email ID which is directly corresponding to the field inspector, the field inspector, once it will be active once only someone has assigned a certain field. So then the person can directly go and do the field inspections through this mobile application. So basically this is a short about the mobile application. I will just show you a few more options from the admin, because otherwise from the admin so you can even change your profile from here. You can change your password and log out, and you can do all this profile activities. And you have a small help thing also, which is not yet activated right now. So basically, if we have any problems, it will directly channelized through a chat to the developers. So any kind of problems, they will be available to sort it out. But as per the current contract, we only have it for a year after the this application is launched. Depending on the budgets, we can even have it continuously. So I guess that was all regarding this seed tracking and tracing application that I missed yesterday. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can get back to me. Thank you very much.